I'm Victor Fernandez of Fernandez Fit, and I'm here to show you why fitness is our business. Hello and welcome once again to the Fitness is Our Business podcast, the show that helps busy professionals thrive in their demanding personal and professional lives by taking control of their health and fitness. I'm your host, Victor Fernandez. Thanks for joining me as you do each and every week. I truly appreciate it. Now, if this is your first time listening in, welcome to the show. I just want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy yourselves. But if you've been following for a while, this is your second, third, fourth, umpteenth show that you listen to, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. Do me a solid. And then share it far and wide because many more people need to learn that fitness is our business. All right. Here's what I want to talk about today. It's really more of a reality check than anything else. If you're a career-driven pro, like myself, you probably sit a lot. And even as a health and fitness coach, there's plenty of times where I'm sitting, just like I am right now recording this episode. You have hours and hours, of back-to-back Zoom calls, long commutes in the car, late nights at the laptop. And what happens? Our hips tighten up, our back becomes sore, our shoulders get stiff, and we call it the price of success. But it really doesn't have to be, because we can undo the damage that comes from sitting at a desk all day. And here's how you do that. And it's something these are all that I implement throughout my days, because Lord knows if I didn't, getting out of this chair would be a very difficult task to do at 53 years old, especially if I was out of shape. First off, taking time to stretch, taking a break to stretch. Every 30 minutes or so, stand up, stretch, walk a lap, whether in a building or just, maybe around the block, if you're working from home. Really just a few minutes of your time can reset your posture and get that blood flowing again. We're sitting there for so long, the blood's not going to flow quite as well as if we're in motion. Bodies were meant to be in motion, not to be sitting still. And bonus, with that blood flow going all of a sudden, you're going to be a little bit more productive when you return to back sitting at your desk and getting your work done. So there's that. All right. There's hip flexor stretches. If you're anything like me, your hips are tight, because I know mine are. I had this conversation with clients on a daily basis. Oh man, my hip is really tight today. Oh, my hip is really sore today. And boy, I can relate, because I feel those same things. All those years of sitting at a desk in the newspaper industry, all those years of playing rec league hockey where I was in a skating position that really does a number on your hips. It tightens the hips immensely, especially your hip flexors. But you can actually take care of them while you're at your desk. First off, stand up, step 1 foot back, and sink slightly into a lunge while keeping your torso nice and tall. Hold that pose for 30 seconds. What this does is it undoes the shortened hip flexors that are caused by hours of sitting. If I were sitting here for hours at a time trying to get up right now, I would feel it in my hip flexors. But the idea is you get up and start moving around, you start stretching, and all of a sudden, you start feeling a little bit better. It's not going to solve it all in one day, but if you do this on a daily basis, on a regular basis, all of a sudden you start feeling that mobility start coming back, feeling a little bit looser, a little more limber. And once you start feeling that way, you want to continue doing what you're doing that got you feeling that way in the first place. Now, this one is for the upper half of the body. Band pull-aparts. You grab a band, start pulling it apart. That's it. I've got clients who do that. I've been told they sit there and just to get things moving, especially when they're deep in thought and they're trying to solve a problem, find a solution for something. They're just sitting there pulling apart. Again, activating the muscles. It opens up our chest. It strengthens our back. It combats the wrenching of the neck because you're staring down at a computer screen for hours at a time. It's amazing how much that can help. And it's really not taking a whole lot of time, really not taking a whole lot of effort. But when you do it, all those little small steps that we often take for granted, all those little small steps start adding up. start building up, start stacking up one on top of the other. Next thing you know, you're feeling a whole lot better. All right, so standing desk transitions. This is the main reason why I got a stand-up desk. That way I can go ahead, as you can see, I can actually stand up. Let's see if it will come with me. There we go. See, you don't need to stand all day. Let me bring the camera up a little bit here. Yes, this is what happens when you do these things live. You don't need to stand all day. You can alternate between sitting and standing really every half hour, every hour, and that can drastically reduce stiffness. Thinking it this way of giving your body just an opportunity to reset. Again, that's the main reason why I purchased a stand-up desk a couple of years ago. Not to say that you have to go out and buy one, but to be able to consistently stop and get up and move around while still getting my work done is a huge component of being able to be as productive as I am on a daily basis. If you're seeing this, I'm coming back down to the bottom floor here. And finally, working on your mobility. Instead of saving all your stretching for one long session, and I do have clients who we do morning and evening sessions on their own where they do their stretches when they get up first thing in the morning and then again in the evening time. More and more of my clients are incorporating that into their training plan, and it's doing them wonders. But you don't necessarily have to save all your stretching for all in the morning or all in the evening or really at any other point in time during the course of the day. But you can sprinkle in 2 to 3 minutes of mobility, movement, stretches, things of that nature, some deep knee bends, shoulder rolls, simple movements like that can reset your body multiple times per day. Again, 2 to 3 minutes really isn't a whole lot of time during the course of a day. If you use those 2 or 3 minutes wisely several times during the day, you're going to exponentially benefit, from it, by simply taking that little bit of time and utilizing it as effectively as stretching. Look, our bodies were not designed to stay seated for long periods of time. That's not why we're built and why we're built the way we are. And as we get older, simply standing up shouldn't come with background noise. Oh my God, yeah, oh, yeah. Either from our joints or from our mouths, just like I demonstrated. And besides, most chairs, I've got a pretty good chair, that I'm sitting on right now, even has, nice massager and heat on the back, which is always nice. But most chairs, including this one, wasn't truly designed with our body's health and well-being in mind. They can say they're ergonomically, sound or whatever it may be, but everybody's bodies are built differently, which means no chair is going to perfectly keep us from developing that stiffness and that soreness that we ordinarily do when we sit at our desk for too long. So by taking small breaks, stretching those hip flexors, pulling on those bands, mixing in standing and sitting, and sprinkling in some of those mobility movements, you'll undo hours of sitting at a desk before it all turns to pain. Just like our bodies weren't designed to be sitting all the time, our bodies were not designed to be in pain on a regular basis. And the small steps that we can take to help minimize the risk of developing that pain over time, the amount of time you're spending on it, you're going to benefit so much more from it. So try those small, simple steps, see how they work for you, and keep doing them on a consistent basis. You'll notice a difference. Because let's face it, folks, if we don't take care of ourselves, we're not making fitness our business like I'm talking about all the time. By the way, make it your business, segue here, make it your business to like this show, leave a great review, subscribe to the show, hit that subscribe button, and of course, share this show far and wide because more people need to learn that fitness is our business. Thanks so much for listening. I hope what we've shared on this show truly resonates with you. If you want to learn more about the health and fitness services I provide, head to my website, fernandezfit.com. If you're ready to connect with me about health and fitness coaching, send an email to info@fernandezfit.com or a text to 814-504-7774. And of course, you can find me all across social media. Victor Fernandez 123 on Facebook, Fernandez Fit on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, as well as the Healthy Lives, Healthy Business channel on YouTube. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, always remember, fitness is our business.